see me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, my name is Arjun Otto. I am here today to give you a demonstration on how to use tourniquets. There's a common application tourniquet. It's used in today's battle, especially in the last OEF, OIF. And it's predominantly used to stop bleeding. Common application tourniquet, or CAT tourniquet, has been around for a couple of years now, even before the OEF, OIF. And again, it's predominantly used to stop bleeding. So what we're going to do is I'll pass around a couple of tourniquets, and I will show you how to put it on. We get you one?
You're all set.
So let me explain to you the parts of the tourniquet. You have a windlass, which is this bar right over here. Right? You have a strap that is made of nylon strap, a non-stretching nylon strap, and you have a hook pile tape on both sides, on one side of the tape. One of the requirements for having any tourniquet, regardless if it's a combat application tourniquet or improvised tourniquet, that the material cannot stretch. It has to be a static type of material. Second, it has to also be at least an inch and a half to 2 inches wide, right? So that it doesn't cut the skin, but only cuts the circulation. Right? So you have two portions here. You have a locking side here, and you also have the tip. So the red tip of the combat application tourniquet will insert through the locking bar right here, right? And then it will loop back over itself, just like so, right? And it would stick to the pocket, or commonly referred to as Velcro. Right? Yeah, that's a trademark, right? Also, if you notice up on top, you will see this white. On some of the tourniquets, it will actually be black, but the new improved tourniquet actually has a place where you can actually write the time, because the most important thing about putting a tourniquet on is obviously putting it on the right way, and second is the time as to when the tourniquet was placed, because there are some situations where a tourniquet can actually be removed or adjusted. All right, so how do you put this on? So depending on where you're putting it on, if it's going to be placed on the leg or an arm, what you want to do is you take the tourniquet, so once you find the area where the bleeding is happening, you want to go at least 2 inches above the wound, right? Not on the wound, but at least 2 inches above the wound, and never on a joint. Okay? You want to take the red tipped portion, and you want to go into one of the slots of the locking device right on top, right? And you want to adhere it to the file tape. Just like so, right? And once you place the hook file tape on to itself, you're just going to take the windlass and you're going to rotate it up until to the point where the bleeding has stopped, right? Sometimes, depending on how loose you put it, sometimes you might have to do it 2 or 3 times, maybe even more. Right? Then you're going to take the locking strip and you're just going to place it right on over the windlass, just like so. Okay. The other way of putting on a tourniquet, if it's going to be done on the leg, is going to be pretty similar. The only difference is it's going to go through both the locking slips or the locking bar, right? Just like that, right? And typically on the arm, it's just going to go into one, and it's going to go over itself and lock in place. Right? When you're doing it on the leg, you're going to go over the same way you came in. You're going to go in the same way you came in, the same way, right? And it's going to go over the second slot, just like so, right? To prevent slippage. Right? That is the only difference between the leg and the arm. Okay? In a combat situation, you want to use a combat application tourniquet as as they say, high and tight. So if the bleeding is coming from the lower part of your arm, you want to go as high as you possibly can. And if you have to adjust it, by all means, go ahead and do it. But other than that, does anybody have any questions on the combat application therapy?
You said never apply tourniquet on the joint.
Never apply on the joint, and it's only used on the arms and legs.
Got a quick question about the expiration date.
That's not an expiration, that's actually a manufacturing date.
So this never expires.
It doesn't expire.
How do you store them?
Okay, so these are training helmet application tourniquets. So when you first get them, they will actually be wrapped in plastic, and it will look something like so. If you actually read the directions on the plastic, it actually says never to take it off the plastic unless it's about to be used. Okay, because of dirt, debris, things of that nature. The problem is once you start getting dirt, like this one on the hook file tape, the more dirt you have, the less the hook file tape will stick to each other. All right. Any questions?
Is there a difference between the training one and the real one?
Absolutely not. These are actual combat application tourniquets, with the exception of just pull them out of the package and we'll be using it for training. Okay, cool. 6 minutes?